Hello, besties, and welcome to another music reaction. I bring you here today one of the great soul stars, a superstar, a legend. Sadly, he passed I don't know, maybe about 20 years ago or something of that sort. His name is Johnnie Taylor, and this song he'll be performing today is a song called Running Out of Lies. It was requested for by my patron, Cynthia. Let's go check it out. Wow, the song has 32 million views, and I've never heard of it.
I'm tired of lying, peeping and hiding in low-class places. Oh, I'm so tired, baby. I'm tired of worrying whenever I come home with your lipstick traces. Oh, yes, I am. You can rest assured my woman's no fool. She can tell I've been loving you. Stealing your love is getting harder and harder. The excuse I've been giving just won't hold water. I'm running out of running out of love, getting hard to think of an alibi. Can't say goodbye.
I was a bit confused at first when the song started, because I thought it was his lady who was cheating, but then as it went on, I got to understand that he was actually talking to his other lady who was out, who was outside, his mistress. He was talking to her and telling her how her lipstick was getting a bit, harder to hide from his own woman at home. This guy, I like him because his songs are so descriptive. His favorite song of mine is Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady. I love that song. Who's Making Love? Beautiful song, I think that was maybe his first number one or something I think that song could have been like late 60s or maybe 70, 71. Anyway, let's put that aside. That song was it was like a storybook. Like a movie rather. You could see the whole scenario right in front of you. And this song is like that as well. I think maybe that's his own forte. He likes to tell stories that you can just picture. So you can picture it in your feet and your head. You're dancing and you can see this thing clearly, even though it's not a movie. Good stuff. Let's hear some more.
I've got too many eyes to find. Oh, yes, I do. I'm spreading myself a little too thin. Trying to do the job of too many men. My woman, no fool, she can tell just as good. I've been loving you. Stealing your love is getting harder and harder. The excuse I've been giving, it won't hold water. I'm running out of love. Getting hard to think of an alibi. Running out of love. This is good when I've been out with somebody else. A lot of times I don't want to talk about it. And I try to get it off of my mind. But then my conscience, everybody got a conscience. My conscience get to bother me. And when I try to go to sleep at night, seem like to me I can hear my conscience say, Johnny, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know you got a good woman, and you ought to treat her right. And I made a deal with my conscience. If my conscience didn't bother me, that I sure wouldn't bother my conscience. But every now and then, they come around to me and tell me, you know you've been wrong. Yes, you have. A lot of fellas out there been wrong.
The guy's is a comedian. He said he made a deal with his conscience. If you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Looks like he might have to go to church, to confess his sins, on this one. Good stuff. I'm not sure where he's going to, because he doesn't sound like he wants to leave his mistress, 1 second he's singing about what he's doing is not right. But he doesn't sound like he wants to leave it alone. He says he's spreading himself too thin, doing the job of many men. Now, it's very, very easy. Just tell this mistress it's over. There's no point, saying out all those things, and then you're still going there to do what you're doing. I don't know, just looking for some pity, Mr. Johnny, not working this time. But seriously, that's a great song. As I said to you, his songs are they're so descriptive. It's you're listening to that in your car or on the radio, and I swear you're watching a movie. That's what you're doing. And sometimes those movies are close to home. Maybe somebody who the same thing has happened to. It's just fantastic stuff. And that's why I loved all those soul songs from back then. It was so real to life. You don't have to go to the movie house to see a movie, right? You could hear your records, you could play your records or listen to the radio, and you're watching a movie. Just fantastic stuff.
You know you've been wrong. Yes, you have. A lot of fellas out there been wrong. You ought to go to your baby and tell her, honey, oh, I'm sorry, baby, for taking you through all of these changes. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry that I did you wrong. I'm sorry that I broke your heart, baby. And it seems like to me I'm running out of love. It's getting hard to think of it all. Love, can't take no more. I'm running out of love. Getting hard to
That was Mr. Johnnie Taylor, a man who needs help with his alibis. So if you have a good, if you have a good one that you can give this man, to help him out, maybe you should send him something. That was great stuff, man. Beautiful. I love old school music, man. Those guys were just cut from a different cloth, beautiful stuff. As I said, Johnny passed away over 20 years ago. May his soul rest in peace. A man who left before his time as well. But left us with great stuff. My favorite still is that Who's Making Love with Your Old Lady. That's a groovy, funky song. I can never tire of hearing that song. I remember my mom used to play that. My dad used to play that. And till not too long ago, I still, I had the little 7-inch. But I don't know where it's gone to now. But great songs. Those songs were beautiful stuff. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked it too. If you did like it, as usual, please don't forget to give the video a big like for me. Many thanks to you for that. If you found me today for the first time, welcome aboard. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed yourself enough to come back again. It's Harry. Stay cool, stay safe, and stay beautiful in your heart and soul. See you later. Bye.